Welcome back to Stony, Stratford town. This time it's a little different though. Season 2, Episode 1 is here. This time we're going to be going more in depth as I show you what it's like for me, who's now in charge of the club media. You'll also see exclusive training clips from Wednesday night training sessions. So I've got all the pre-season ones, they'll go up later. But overall the quality should improve as I also invested in 2 new microphones, of which I'm not using today, so I'm on charge ready for tonight's sheet. But hopefully you can also hear the atmosphere of the ground a bit better through these microphones. 2 dictaphones as well to record separate backup audio, because that was a big problem last season. And also another phone so we can see both ends of the pitch, and also Dan Cam, that other phone is charging down on my floor. But as well as learning how to use DaVinci Resolve to just make editing a bit better, and also investment in a proper microphone. It's not great, it's not on, it does the job though. But without further ado, let's talk about today's game. But before we do that, this is obviously Stony's first pre-season game. It's a 2 PM home tie against Kempston Rovers reserves. But before we get into the actual game and Kempston itself, I'd really like if you hit that subscribe button down below to try and hit 250 subscribers for the start of the actual league campaign. But before we talk about Kempston Rovers, let's do what we've done countless times. Let's recap Stony Stratford Town's history. Stony Stratford Sports was established in 1898 and has a long history of participating in regional leagues and tournaments. Following World War II, the team won the North Buxton District Football League Division 2 and went on to join the South Midlands League. The team was demoted to the Premier Division of the Northamptonshire Combination Football League after winning main divisions, including the Premier Division. They re-entered the Spartan South Midland League. The team continued to play in the Intermediate Division in 2017. During the 2020-21 season, the club enrolled a development squad back in the 4th Division of the North Buxton District League. After winning 3 back-to-back titles, they returned to Spartan in Division 2, and they're currently in their 3rd season, finishing 10th in the season we just filmed. With all that said and done, let's talk about Kempston Rovers reserves. Bit of a short one, as couldn't really find much about them. There's never much information about these reserve teams, even when you look at Irish reserves and that kind of thing. There's never much really information for them. But Kempston Rovers reserves, they're obviously the reserve team of Kempston Rovers FC. They have a history in the United Counties League, which is the UCL. Initially, they played in Division 3 before promoted to Division 1 and later transferred to the dedicated reserve division in the 1970s. They entered Division 3 and achieved a 3rd place finish in Division 2. In 1980, the UCL established a separate reserves division, and the Kempston Rovers reserves were moved into it. Currently, they play in the United Counties Reserve Division, just finishing 2nd this season gone, and they're managed by Adrian Turner. They ground share with parent team Kempston Rovers, as you could probably put together. Both of them play at Hillgrounds Leisure Stadium in the Kempston estate of Bedford. I've been there myself, it's a lovely stadium. Unfortunately went there in the pissing rain though, so it wasn't nice to take it all in, but decent stadium. The ground has a capacity of 2,000, making it the 7th biggest stadium in the Spartan South Midland Premier Division. It's standing around 3/4 of the ground with one main stand, which hosts a small food alcove and some standing with 120 seats on one half of that standing bit. It's also one of the more solid stadiums in Spartan League. You just know what you're going to get with it. Nothing really changes. Looking back from photos from 10-15 years ago, it has looked the exact same for that time. It also has a handful of AstroTurf pitches, which is known as Power League Bedford Kempston, which different youth teams, adult teams, women's teams all use training and playing on. It also has some of the more affordable pricing in the Spartan: £10 adults, £5 for concessions and students, and £1 for under 16s, which is very good value for money. Before we get on to the game, let's take a look at how Kempston Rovers reserves did last season. They finished 2nd in the United Counties Reserve Division, which is the equivalent of Step 7, the same level that Stony play at. They're beaten to the title by a very strong Desborough Town reserve side, whose first team plays at Step 6. Make that make sense. This was very tightly, so coming 2nd is obviously a big accomplishment. Their biggest win of the season was against GNG Obi Town Devs, who finished last but nevertheless were beaten 5-0 at Hillgrounds. They only lost 4 games this season, but their biggest loss was away to Daventry Town Reserves, who beat the Walnuts 4-1, doing a double on actually, beating them 3-1 earlier in the season. Although Kempston were down to 10 men by the end of the game, they obviously still went on to lose 4-1. They also took part in the Reserve Knockout Cup last season and got all the way to the semi-finals before losing out to Bugbrook St Michael's Reserves 1-0 at home in front of 85 people, which is good attendance for a reserve fixture, of course. The Walnuts also played in the Bedfordshire Intermediate Cup, beating Brace Phoenix 3-0 away in the first round, and the same scoreline at home to AFC Oakley Development in the next round before having the game against LU Dons cancelled, and it was never replayed, which don't know what that means. Overall, they had a very outstanding league season against some very tough opposition, and they will definitely pose a tough test to Stony in their first pre-season fixture of the 25-26 campaign. There's no information on what Kempston Rovers have been doing so far this pre-season, with their Twitter and Facebook looking pretty inactive. It's really great when you're trying to write a script. So all knowledge is kind of based off last season, but they look like a really tough outfit. So I can see this game ending in a draw, maybe a 2-2, 3-3. But it's pre-season, so scores don't really matter. But I thought they could start the campaign with a big win. But yeah, I can't. It's really hard to pin someone in this game. Obviously, most of the good players will go into first teams or stronger reserve sides. So yeah, who really knows what to expect of this one? But what I will say is they clearly are good enough to play at the step 7. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens.
Oh, seriously, boys! Oh no! Back to a non-bib, Abdul, pay attention, please! Non-bib for that. Oh. So, boys, today's game isn't a write-off, yeah? Here's the thing, they've got to be talented side, they're young. Okay? This game is very different for a lot of people here. There's some people here that are getting ready to start the season at the start of August. The first team, there's 3 or 4 under-18s here. A couple of the vet boys come down as well for a run-out, and there's other boys filling in to do us a favour. So, different reasons for a lot of people. The only thing I'd ask is that you're here to play football. Yeah, so if you're going on there and think you can just stretch around and not put some effort in the defensive side, then no problem, yeah? Yeah, it's not an ultra serious game, but it is serious in the sense of when you play football matches, you attack, you defend, you put the work rate in, yeah? Simple as that. Reason I've done it, you need a lot of changes today, boys. A lot of changes. First game back, anyone else, who's played the game so far this season, anyone? 1, 2, fucking 11, don't stop them. Yeah, but you need to get it in your legs, yeah? So, we've got to play 2 different formations, just as you boys pay attention. Yeah? So we've got to play 4-3-3. Yes? We'll talk about it when we do it. And we've got to play 5-4-2 or 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, depending on what you guys want to call it. I want to call it a 3-5-2 because these wide players here as a fullback, they're the 2 who do the big thing. And if you call it a 5, then we end up not being able to attack with ball. Okay? So they're the 2 people making. Position of people in trying to make it. If you don't understand something, what you're meant to do, just ask. I won't give a lot of detail because people in here are not just staying on each other. I'm going to ask the ref when he gets it, hopefully, or when someone does get it, if we can play it in 15. The idea would be every 15 just to have a quick drink, swap over apart from one at half time. Yes, 40 in the middle. Yeah. Jack, left centre. First 15, yeah. Ryan, play left wing back for me. Right. Luca, play right wing back for me. Yeah, your name's Luca. Yeah. That's so cool. John, Finn, plays 2 holding midfield players for me. Okay. Val isn't in, so we can't put Val on at the minute, so that's Abdul, Right, so Fraser, play in this position. That's Fraser. In the 10 if you want, yeah. Spare kick, play it front with that. Alright? Now, with this, like I say, these two wide players here, you do have defensive duties, so know that. Yes, Luca, yeah? Right, where we are. Yeah. But you do also give us our attacking width. So you can start higher, or do want to play it as a midfield role. What that means is, this is space behind here is where they're likely to attack. They're likely to have to, or they're likely to be passing it. So what happens then, is the right sided ball, centre back, and the left side centre back can come out and press. You're not going out to win the ball, you're just going out to contain. You're just going out to contain and holding that position. Okay? Then this allows these two holding midfielders to pay attention and make sure they can drop in and support, or even come out and be that person who presses out. Yeah? So this is the attack, these two hold. Okay, to get on the ball. But again, when we do get good possession, I do you guys pushing up. Everyone alright with that? Yeah. So that's it for the first one. Hopefully when the rest gets sorted, you can ask for it.
So are we striking or are we doing this?
No, two up front. Two up front. So when we play the 4-3-3, that's when we play wide, but you're playing with two strikers. Brad, you're dropping in to link the two. Fraser, wherever he is, to link the two, midfield in attack, yeah? But the width comes from here. You two guys stay within the width of the 18 yard box, two strikers, back it, yeah? Both Stratford. Play off it. Everyone good? Body! Finish! Stand! Manner it goes, well done! Next first time! Come on!
That was your man, though.
Run it back close! Let's go, come on! Otherwise coming in! It's enough to be coming in, it's three outside. One of you's got to get it, it's three outside.
Go, play! On the man. Go, man, go!
Again!
Oh!
Boys, it is warm. I don't want to say nothing from there. Go! Come! For half hour, you want to grab a better team. We have let you two absolute dog shit goals. Yeah? I'm not being off. You can't be letting goals. We've got a problem with seeing goals from corners at certain levels. Yeah? So that last, maybe, pre-season is the time where you may be not as aggressive in the back to make sure people don't go in, but we should have been thinking about that. You are definitely got a high lot of energy. Just don't get carried away playing nice passes. Pass rate, say it to them. Our passes going through. Those in the last 10 minutes. The only problem is don't get carried away with passes. And the keepers are nervous, right? Yeah, and we're not doing enough. Played up after a couple of times and you get cold. Let it run, come on. Let it run. Yeah, much better. Cool. Apart from that, what's anyone else thinking? Anything? The old boys start back. No? No midfield.
And they got the state that we have. If you just keep press and do what
I think the only reason we should all the time is because we're giving it fakes to all loads. It's just because it's a bit lazy, just a bit like, oh, I've got a bit of time and look out. And like, you're making a lot of their players look good because we're missing attacking. We're going to go through our legs. Yeah. So that's the only advantage they're really getting for us. They haven't really got any training. They're not great on the ball either. That's what we expect. Right, good. Blues actually hot this chat. Anyone else absolutely done and they're done for the rest of the time. But everyone else is good. That's broken. You don't have to cough, mate. Right, we are going to revert to the 4 at the back in this one, yeah? So, mate, you don't know. Come on in, okay? Now. So, 4-3-3, okay? 4 at the back, okay? I'm easy. What I do want to see again is the right back and the left back equal. Yeah? Do want to see it. And that means, again, we've got a box here of defenders. We've got 2 older midfield players and we've got 2 centre backs. What it takes really is when we get good defensive possession and either side of possession, it's just one of these centre backs just drop in here, allow these 2 to split again, and just defend like that, yeah? Don't have to be massive, don't have to push out here, okay? We just know that one of the CDMs are sitting there and there's our 3, yeah? Because I do want to use these full-backs getting pushed up, so we still need to be brave there. 2 set in, good. This here, 3 forwards. And by us having a right and left back, it allows these 2 here to push a bit higher. So rather than picking up their wingers, they can pick up their fullbacks, yeah? We've got to push a bit higher. This is more attacking now. So we've got the 3 here in our lines, yeah? You've got a number 10 in there, you've got a centre forward. Now, with this centre forward, I want to give their 2 centre backs no more spot. So this centre forward here doesn't have to play as a 9 like that, yeah? This centre forward here will come, play like we've got 2 10s. And really, our 2 highest players become these 2 guys here. Because very hard for the opposition to mark, and what it can do is leave the 4 at the back staying all back. If you're here and here, their left and right back stay back. The 2 centre backs are a bit like, what do I do? Do I come here to leave space? It allows you boys room, okay? So, these wide players, I want you to be like, yeah? Forward, of course, where they drop back and defend, you're naturally the highest player. But when they push on, you guys can come and look for. Nigel did it well first, come and look for it. Bring centre backs with you're in it and leave the space for these wide players to come in. Everyone good? Yep. Good. Right. Joe, 40, you guys are going to give me 15 at centre back when you're done, hopefully, yeah? 40, Joe, you alright with that? Yeah. Ryan, back on the left. Yeah, good lads. Talk to you after. Luton, back on the right, you alright with that? Yeah? These will pick your 4 points, yeah? Yeah, done well, good. Good, back into midfield as well. Where is it? Yeah, good. Finn, fit in there with him. Good. Abdul, on the left side. Beckett, on the right side. Yeah. Fraser. That's Fraser. In as the 10, dear family, yeah? No. Good. Let's see a bit different. Beckett, I want you to come and play as the 9, yeah? False 9, yeah? Dropping in, playing centre. So you've got to play as the centre one. Yeah? Don't have to be big and strong, you're not playing up as the centre forward, yeah? You drop in, well, you were listening? Yeah. You were? That's bollocks, isn't it? Yeah? I'll explain to you in a minute, yeah? Luca, you can push on and play this one now, yeah? You're the right winger, yeah? Use it from that. Luca, you want to play the right back for me, yeah? Everyone good with that? Yeah. Everyone good? Yeah. Good. Excellent.
Tino, come here. Follow in.
that was good fun. Yeah, I don't think anyone went and you went, oh, can't put that. Everyone did a bit, everyone enjoyed it. It was a good game. Like I say, the only negative is you were a better team for like large parts of it. Yeah, good fun, boys. So, sorry, boys, we have got a little bit of housework. So we just need to put that goal on the other side of that fence, and then bring that goal to the win. I weren't 100% sure how today was going to go, but I'll be honest, yeah, that was actually quite fun. You know, it allowed you boys to get some running in your legs. It allowed some of the 18s to step up. It allowed some of the old boys. So those old boys that are going to play for Stony's vets to play in.
What is it? Is that as well?
Nah, play Sundays. Sunday morning. They're at the same time as the Sunday league. So yeah, it's favour. Come on. So yeah, I enjoyed doing that. But as of now, Wednesday, we've got AFC Carpathians. That's our first start pre-season. Everyone's available. Everyone's available. That's the squad we'll go with. And then hopefully we have to pick up who's the others? It's Dan, I, and Mario not back until later on. Yeah. We can add those boys to it. We're looking good. I thought we knocked it around lovely. You know, and when I say lovely, I don't mean like fucking what do you want about that? I'm just saying. You know, we had more possession than we had. Yeah, we made mistakes. Yeah, we had see bits here and there. But from what I saw at training and what I saw there, I'm quite confident. Not even joking. So, what do we think? Who was there? Sean. What do you think of Luca? Is he? Yeah,
Luca was good. Which one?
That one there.
Oh shit!
Fullback.
That one. Fullback.
I'll do it.
Right wing fullback is playing good, bro.
Right, close that door. Division on a Sunday, yeah. So if you're going to play on a Sunday with that, it's fine. You're our man. But you come and play Saturday with us, yeah. Play some So you're too good to be playing like lower division football on both days. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it.
I would suggest to you that they would come. Where would they come in our league, boys? That or third, fourth, bottom.
These man, yeah, they're coming out bottom, second bottom.
Yeah, so they're not a good team. Yeah, we'll play much better teams than
Don't forget,
we got. No,
we still lost to them, bro. We're saying second bottom.
Our scored Damien.
Yeah, we didn't have fucking Dan I,
Charlie, Dan I, Mario, yeah, loads.
What are you talking about, bro?
Saturday, it's the games, you know, because I reckon North Bucks Premier, so that's just as good, but you get like 18 games a season.
The thing is, too, mate, you'll have quite a few early 30s. Your boys' pace and skill, once you get there, if you get everything else, my biggest thing I saw today is you're way too quiet.
It is, yeah. It's been, not even growing into that.
Yeah, cheers, Captain.
So, Luke, yeah? Do you enjoy it? It's meant to get better at it.
Well, second half and like
you two are too similar, man. So you need to get more vocal, but it is good enough, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, alright, good. Get out of this sweatbox, let these fuckers get.
It's now a day after the game. And, I mean, it was some game, I suppose. Not quite the start to pre-season that I had hoped for, but minutes in the legs. That's all it is. It's just getting the cobwebs off and getting going again, getting ready for probably a tough season ahead. Lost a few players, gained a few players as well, but look, it was a mixed squad today. A few under 18s, a few of the vets lads. Probably the vets lads might have even been the best players, but just on one of those games. Take it as it is. I mean, I stepped into ref in the second half and ran the line in the first half. I don't think it says a lot. As you'll see at the end of that clip there, got into a scuffle at the end. But it's all in good jest. It is what it is. It was a competitive game, and I think that's what made it so good. It was a competitive nature. Both teams brought a bit of a punch to them. I mean, Abdul getting 2 goals, Kempston getting 4 goals. It was a good game in front of about 70, 80 people. So, it's just a tough test on Wednesday now against Carpathians. If this video's even out by then. But then we've got Sheffield at home. Sorry, Sheffield away. So that'll be an even tougher test. Far tougher test. That'll 100% be a loss. But yeah, not bad. Man of the match before we go to Abdul for getting the 2 goals. but the vets lads, I can't remember their names. I'm very sorry, I can't remember them, but they did very well. But yeah, let's hear what Dan had to say about it. First game of pre-season. How do you think that went?
I mean, yeah, first game of pre-season. I won't call it not finished up. We weren't a full team. That was a good run out. You know, some of the new Stony vets played in it. Some of the under-18s come up and played in it. Not because it needed to. It's pure fact. It's like 34 degrees out there. So I think we had 7-8 on the bench. And it was just great fun. Played some nice football, knocked it around well. Age-old situations where we were letting in vulnerable goals, but played it around, knocked some good stuff. Yeah, it was alright. It was good fun.
So obviously you've lost a few players over summer period, and you've recruited a few. How do you think your recruitment's been so far?
You're never going to replace the players that we've lost. Yeah, you know, if we try to, you won't be well. Yeah, some of the players we've lost and they've gone off to play step 5 and wherever everyone's played. Good on them. Yeah. What can I say to a lad that's jumped 2 divisions? Yeah, and I'll go and watch it as much as I can. And yeah, great for them. What we've got to try and do is recruit players that play in this division and compete in this division. You know, we've still got some real talented footballers, so I need to make sure that we've got other boys in there that can match the intensity. And maybe the way we play football needs to change a bit next year. We need to compete in different ways. We've lost a lot of goals, so recruitment's going well. It's pinning them down at this level to come and play step 7. It's a big commitment when boys play North Bucks and play 20 games a season, and now we're asking them to play like 38, 40. So yeah, it's going all right.
Any players that particularly caught your eye today?
The boys have been come training, so you know, whittled it down. We had quite a lot of trialists. Some of the lads have been coming from more sessions than others, but the lads have been training the last 5-6 weeks. Training they can look good. You need to get them on a match day and see what they're like. And yeah, you know, one lad come in, hasn't been training, he wants to join, and he's coming today. He looks a bit out of shape, but you can see the talent's there. So no, there was a lot of, and some of the youngsters, some of the under-18s played really well.
You started to relax training a bit earlier than some clubs. Do you think that's going to have a big effect on your season?
No, probably not. I mean, when I say relax training, we train through June just because they're a young team, and what else are they going to be doing? They're not in a pub, they ain't got to look after kids. So if you just say, look boys, Cecil and John, come down if you want to kick around, and you end up with 15 coming anyway. So it was only for 3 weeks, and it was open to everyone who just wanted to move the ball, have a game, have a laugh, round, a bit of exercise, and then proper sessions start now.
You've got Carpathians on the Wednesday, and I believe Stratford on the Saturday.
Yeah.
How do you think this game prepared you for them two ties?
Just finished the legs, first run out for everyone. So I broke back a few cobwebs. So we're now on Wednesday, we're going straight into a game against a decent North Bucks team who physically put it on you. So physicality, Carpathians are a South East 2 team. Maybe not technically, but physically they'll give you a really good game. So that'll be a good contest. And then Sheffield obviously were in the South East Prem last year and we relegated, so they'll be decent no matter what. So that should be a good test and a good challenge.
Did you get what you kind of expected with Kempston reserves today?
Yeah, nice young team. Nice football inside, try and knock it around. Obviously, had a lot of players as well. I can't imagine they have a squad that big when they go into the season. So, direct, fast, quick. So, yeah, what we expect.
What are you kind of aiming for going into the season? Obviously, finishing kind of mid-table the last 2. What are you aiming for this year?
I don't, probably need to sit down with some of the senior players and decide that. Probably need to sit down with the leaders in the team and set benchmarks and set challenges and set stretch goals. I've got no doubt we're probably in and around that level again, and sometimes staying in the same places and that. But I would say, as long as we're going to every game we can compete, like we have done the last 2 seasons, going to every game. Can we win this game? Yes. On the other end, to lose it. But as long as we can go to every game and compete in every game, which I think we can with the squad we've got, we'll be fine.
We got Tring away on the first game of the season. How do you think? What do you think of that kind of fixture?
I don't know what to make of it. Because it's our first game back, I can't really tell what situation we're in, how good we are. And the problem with South East 2 is we won't be the only team losing players. Yeah, you lose all the talent that's in and around the teams at this level that shine through and have a really good season. Get poached up and go, move on and do bigger and better. So every team's probably able to recruit, every team's probably able to start again. So until you're sort of 5-6 games in, you don't really know where anyone is. So we know that we played there a few times, they beat us, we beat them, and they're normally close encounters, so to set the boys up right, we'll be right.
You got Tottenham in the Division 2 Cup. What do you think your chance of winning that is?
Do you know what, exactly the same as I just said, you don't know how good Tottenham are going to be or not going to be. If you base it on last season, they were probably one of the stronger sides, yeah. Physically got it right, played football, a bit direct, strong, powerful. I think that side of it will be better this season. So we won't have to see or ship as many soft goals as we usually, because we can't score as many. So if we can go and defend and be strong like we have, we'll be good.
On that note, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of season 2. You know, it's a little bit disjointed at times. It will improve. Obviously, had some problems with the cameras this episode. Decided just not record the second half at one end, which is great. And the Dan cam's not working, which is also great. But yeah, hopefully on Wednesday it's a bit more put together. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. And a big thank you obviously to Kempston Rovers for letting a bit of camera behind their goal. And obviously, as per, thank you to Stony Stratford. You know, I work for them now. I do their media, so yeah, go check out their Twitter. There's going to be live updates on there for every game going forward. But yeah, if you enjoyed this one, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't know when it'll be. It'll be the Carl Hastings game, should be out by maybe the weekend. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you in a bit. Peace.